of home with being able to wash his clothes and things. And I mean, a lot of carriers don't have that. I mean, that's a huge benefit. I mean, we got a dog pen there.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of dog pens out in my traveling over the years at different trucking companies. I thought that was kind of unique, but you know, that's something that's got really big to drivers nowadays, is being able to carry a pet, and we want to accommodate that.
And you know, our dog pen, we can call that a dog kennel. I mean, it's got individual stalls. It's got water
It's
spigots.
the Taj Mahal, man.
It's got fan.
It's the Taj Mahal of dog pens for sure. So we're excited about that, and it does get utilized a pretty good bit. So that's
and we got a guy that cleans it 8 hours a day. Johnny, I think is his name. I never go down there and catch it. Every now and then I see Johnny, I get him lunch or something, because I tour it. I'll be part of these guys' tour today. I'll take them down there.
Well, you know what, another thing, talking about facilities, now that we're on that subject, you know, we're working on the driver's lounge and improving that. Just getting all the amenities in there that everyone needs, being able to sit there and charge your phone, laptop, whatever, have your little charge stations right there next to your chair, big screen TVs. A lot of stuff going on there. You know, also doing the bunk room.
Yes, sir.
We figure probably mid to latter part of March is when our bunk room will be ready, but I think it's about 9 rooms, with a couple of those being double, so for husband and wife teams if they have to be on the yard. But really nice, secure type facility where you check in and out with a time card. So yeah, we're real excited about that. Real excited about getting that going, where the guys can have and the ladies can have a place to stay on the yard when they need to. Naturally, we want them out. We want, like you say, if them wheels ain't rolling, we ain't making money. So we need to keep the wheels rolling as much as we can, but we also need a good facility there for the people when they do need to shut it down for a little bit of time. So.
You know, I talked to you in your office the other day, and we got to talking about fuel and making that process a little faster and stuff. I know you got some ideas.
We do.
About that.
I know we've got 2 islands there. That's part of the inspection lane where we do our fueling. But we're even looking now, possibly of maybe even looking at a couple of other lanes to put in. You know, a little faster fueling type deal. You know, where we're going. It's you know, I can kind of lead into. Said we'd say a little something about direction and what we're looking to do. You know, as far as the company's going and growth, and you know, that's part of growth is actually having the facility to accommodate the growth, and that's one of the things that we're looking at. You know, I said with maybe a couple more bays for fueling. Looking at that situation, I think is important. Being able to streamline the shop, getting guys in and out. Also, too, looking at some more shorter haul fleets that we're actually putting in now. Got a guy hired not long ago that just started with us, and he's actually working. He's going to run one of those fleets, and we're going to run some short haul stuff with the guys on these fleets. They can get home pretty much every night. You know, might have to stay out one night a week, but home every weekend. Guys seem to like that. You know, that's the thing now. The old truckers staying out 3 and 4 weeks. I mean, that's just guys now. It's just changed. You know, the millennials of trucking now. They have families. Kids play baseball. Daughters, they cheer. Things such as that, and they want to be home and experience that. And I don't blame them. You know, that's important. So we've got to become a one-stop shop for our drivers, whether they want to run long, short, whatever that may be. That's our goal, is for a guy to be able to come in there, and you know, even if he's running long haul and he has an issue and he has to come off the road for a little point of time and maybe run short for a week or 2 until he handles some of his personal stuff, we want to be able to accommodate that. So that's the direction, you know, that we're looking to go in, is kind of be that one-stop shop for that driver. So,
well, I'm excited. That's all I can say. I look at you and you be walking around there, and a person. I like to be personal, and you're real personal. You come up and you shake the guys' hands, and that's why I was glad for you to meet Mr. Davis today. And I'm just excited about all these good things.
Excited about them being here today for sure. I mean, it's always. I know we do get some of those in, you know, pretty often, and we want to have good rapport with our schools, because that's part of our lifeline too. So
yes.
We appreciate that, and y'all being, you know, involved with Wiley Sanders. That's big. So,
if you had to say, of your 33 years of trucking, and if I was dashing, I'm not going to put you on the spot because I got to go back out there, but if you're 33 years of trucking, what is the biggest change you've seen in this industry? Would it be the driver?
It probably the driver situation. You know, of course, you know the electronic logs. I mean that stuff has changed a lot of the industry. It's you know, in a sense, it's probably made us a little more safer. It's probably made a driver a little more rested. You know, everybody wants to resist change a little bit. You know, the old logbook days of the paper logs, but you know that's been a huge change. But I think we've learned to adapt to that. And you know, there's probably some changes within that Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration could implement that would help it a little bit. But we don't know where that might wind up. But anyway, no, it's that the driver. You know, the driver needs. I mean, the old guys back when I first started trucking, guys stayed out, they ran. Nowadays, it's just you know the guys want to be home more, and I totally understand that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't.
That's what I say to
We
them.
got to be accommodating to that, you know, and being able to make that happen for them if we're going to bring them in and keep them.
What I tell people is that we got 3 products here: our lead, our plastic, and our plastic. And if I can get you home, I don't think it's no company, and I'll say that, I don't call a company name, but I don't think it's no company got that many products that they haul of their own. And you've been in this 33 years.
I mean,
you know one?
Man, I tell you, Wiley has got the greatest situation. I mean, with their sister companies right there in their back door, which equates to about 45 to 48% of our freight.
Okay, I'm
So
glad to
it's
hear those numbers.
right there in that back door. So man, yeah, yes, that is a blessing in itself. For that to be able to happen, and we're doing things. I'm trying to do things to make our relationships with our sister companies flow a little better, get a better working relationship with them, because you know we all kind of intermingle with one another and help each other in respect to that, and growing our businesses. So it's important we have good relationships with our sister companies.
Well, Mr. Parker, it was just good to have you, good to hear the directions and the plans you got. Because you have made my job easy. We can sit up here and talk about everything. You done took care of everything.
Man, I'm glad. It's been a pleasure. I mean, it really has, and an honor to be able to sit up here and represent Wiley Sanders. Because I tell you, I've been very impressed with the people there since I've been there, the talent that's at that company, and just how they've made me feel. You know,
And you know, I tell people this, and I'm sure you can say the same thing. You can attest to this. When I go to bed at night, and I've told the driver to come to Wiley Sanders, and I've told him that he can feed, I'm talking to y'all again, he can feed his family.
Right.
He can provide a way. I can go to bed and go to sleep, because I know I have told him the truth.
Oh yeah.
I'm finna be 59, and it's the only job I ever had, and I ain't never went to bed hungry. And I've got my check every Friday.
You know, Hallstead, you got a great personality, a great work ethic, but you know, man, you're good to people. And I mean, I've always said, an old boss man I had years ago told me this, and it's a lot of truth to it. I mean, you teach people how to treat you. You know, if you're good to people, most of the time they're going to be good to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just you know, you get what you give.
And that's what you have did, and not trying to butt up to the boss, y'all, but that's what you have did. You have come in there and said, hey guys, I'm here to work with you.
That's right.
And I told Mr. Sanders the other day, and I'm gonna tell you, but y'all won't never figure out how. He gave me my next commercial. Because he say, since Trake's been there, we rocking and rolling.
There we go.
And so the next time you see something, we're going to be rocking and rolling.
Well, I just want everybody from the top management, myself, down, you know, everybody got that mentality, let's roll our sleeves up and get it done.
Let's get it done.
That's the way I like to roll. So,
let's get it done.
That's important. That's
and
important.
how many companies today, we can use every one of them. We can put them to work.
Absolutely.
I got the pens for them. We can put them to work. We want to thank you. And anybody you want to say hello to?
Well, I see my lovely bride out there. Say hello to her.
I was about to say, if you didn't say, I was going to keep you from getting in trouble.
I figured she was going to have to come and make an appearance over there. But no, I just say hey to the folks at Wiley Sanders. I don't know how many of them are watching, but I appreciate you and I appreciate what you do for this company.
Okay, and I think we should tell everybody is come to us and come to Troy Cable. What you say? Make the switch to Troy Cable.
As my wife says, make the switch to Troy Cable. It's faster cable, baby, right there. Faster internet. You need to get on it.
You know, and all those drivers, you was talking about that driver's line. And I'm so glad you touched on that. we're concerned about their laptops, their games and stuff. And I noticed you've been putting a lot of plugs. That's been one of the things you want that. Well, if that driver's in there and if all of them in there, everybody's got a plug. I know that's what you was talking about.
Well, you know,
they need their devices.
Troy Cable's been a great partner to Wiley Sanders. I mean, they really have. They do a lot for us, and we appreciate that and what they do for us as a company. So, hats off, Troy Cable. Thank you for that.
And you know, I called Steve. We're going to the Troy Elementary School, and we're going to carry one of our trucks, and I hadn't told you that yet, but we're going to carry one of our bobtails and let the kids look at it, because they are our future too. And call Troy Cable, and I say, hey, I need help on one now. I just need y'all to come out there and show up and let this kid, no problem. And that's the kind of relationships we want to
absolutely.
have.
That's what we want.
And
You know, Troy's a great town, and I've loved it from Jump Street.
Yeah, me too. Well, Trace, we've covered everything. I don't know what me and these guys are going to talk about, but we'll find something to talk about. I want to tell them about that. Are you excited about this? And I have to say that I can't say this enough. The day you start with Wiley Sanders Truck Line, you're 100% vested in your 401k.
I'll stay if I was any more excited. I'd have plastic surgery to get a smile off my face, brother.
I mean, the day you start. I'm going to tell y'all about that. We're going to a commercial break. We'll be right back with Davis Truck Driving School from Dothan, Alabama. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is hauling lots of freight. We got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Tune in to our live broadcast Monday mornings from 8:30 to 9:30 on TC2. Do you have a business in our area or thinking of opening a business in our area? If so, let's talk about it on Truck Talk. No charge to you. That's right, no charge to you. No charge to you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama, committed to the community. Remember, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is hauling lots of freight. We got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley, some money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. And we're back with Davis Truck Driving School out of Dothan, Alabama. Mr. Davis, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad to have you this morning. We worked on it all week. I think we changed the date one time.
Yes.
And I asked you, I said, well, what about President Day? You said, well, I'm open. I said, well, come on then. Good to have you. And you got a new instructor with you today, and his name?
Yes, sir. This is Paul Peoples, a very good instructor.
Nice Mr. People, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
You enjoying working out at Mr. Davis?
I am. It's a great job.
I love his office, all the antique trucks and stuff. I stop by. Hey, me and him got the same love. We both love Corvettes, and he's got one and I got one. We both love cars, and we love trucking. I talk to a lot of schools, and I talk to a lot of instructors, but I love the ones that are in it because they were in it, and they want to help somebody else get in. Mr. Davis won't turn out a student. And we actually keep up with it. That guy that just left here really keeps up with it. We keep up with the school of the students and how that student performs. Because basically how that student's going to perform is by the school.
It's a direct reflection.
Reflection. So I want to ask you something. If somebody's listening to us and looking at us on Facebook and say they wanted to join your school, what would be the things that they would need to do?
All right. First, well, they changed the age. I should say that first. It used to be 21 years of age to get your CDL Class A. In the state of Alabama, they just changed it on February 7th And now 18 years of age or older can get a Class A CDL.
Now let me ask you something about that, and because I know I've got to do some reading on it, because I don't know which direction we're going to go. Now, is that just this guy can just drive in the state of Alabama?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I told my.
Yeah, it's
I got a
interesting.
nephew that wants to do that, and I think that's what I told him. But I did tell him, I said, I got a school coming to my show Monday. I'll have an answer for you, because I know he's got to keep up with it.
But with that aside, basically all you need, we don't require people to have a permit prior to showing up. We will help you and teach you to everything that you would need to know to obtain your permit. Once you get your permit, then it's all hands-on. So basically, you just need to have your DOT physical and drug screen, a copy of your valid driver's license, and your Social Security card, your Social Security number.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, unless if somebody else has added one, you're the only testing site in this area that you test on site on Saturdays, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, the DOT examiners actually come to us.
Yeah, and that's big within itself. I've actually had your students to call me on Friday and say, look, I'm taking my test tomorrow and I'm going to pass. and you know, and I'll let them come in orientation late on Monday. They'll say, I got to go down to, driver license, get their driver license. And
Yep, and they do that now.
And they do that, and they be there by 10. I try to not, because the guy that teaches, he's real time sensitive. And
well,
I don't try to
they
step up.
opened up on Saturdays, starting December 7th.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so
Whew,
now,
I'm glad. Because I
now
had
what they
that.
do is they hurry up and test, and they race over there and go get their license.
You are the only school that I've had that issue with, because guys actually, they call me on Friday and they say, look, I'm taking my test in the morning, and I got to go Monday morning and get my license, and I'll be like, oh, okay, but we did it. Well, I'm glad of that.
Yeah, me too.
So how late they stay open on Saturdays? I'm gonna be able to tell these guys. 2:30.
Yeah.
You get them tested early now. Let's get that tested done about 6.
We start testing at like 7,
Yeah.
7:30.
How long does it take to test a guy?
2 hours.
Does it?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that I do? Because people be listening. I get these questions. This is why I have you here. I get all these questions I'm asking you. I've been asked this. So, what is the test like? What do they do?
It's not bad. It's broken into 3 portions, okay? And once you pass one portion, that's locked in the books. Your first portion is your pre-trip, your brake inspection, and your in-cab inspection. Once you pass that, then you go to phase 2. Phase 2 is your skills, which is a straight back, offset, and an alley dock. Once you pass that, then you're out on the road.
Okay.
The road time is what takes the most, because they do take.
And let me say this. We've been in discussions about that. We do 10 weeks, and I tell people this is a process. And when I say a process, they come to school, you give them the knowledge and the stuff, and you teach them to drive. Then we take them and we make them drivers.
I pass you the ball, you run with it.
So I like everybody to get that. And that's a 10-week process.
Yeah. Which is needed.
Which is needed. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
and then, but 10 weeks. I don't think it's nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing, but 10 weeks, you can just about do anything for 10 weeks. Just gonna better you to make $60,000 to $70,000 a year, and you don't never have to do it again.
That's right.
And I try to encourage drivers when you come. I had and I call his name. He's a guy called, oh man, I can't think his name now, but it took him 3 months to get out of training. Let me tell you why. He worked 3 weeks and I just can't get along with this training. He quit and he'd go somewhere else. And some of these companies would let him drive, and he'd call me back. I throw him right back in the training program. Moral to this story is, I don't never give up. When I give up on somebody, you done did something that I just can't. He come back to me in January. He said, Hoss, just give me another chance. I'm gonna stay. And I let him come back. But he was gonna do them 10 weeks. I kept up with him. He had 3 more to go, and he met a guy in Birmingham. He lived in Birmingham. Well, actually, they knew each other. And just happened to run into each other in the store and got to talking, told me he was driving for a while. Long story short, he got his truck the other day.
Awesome.
And the guy comes to me, and sometimes you feel good when you think maybe you've touched somebody. He come to me, he said, man, I got me a truck today. So I'm gonna go by myself. He said,
You never gave up.
all I had to do was listen to you and I'd have been had this truck. He ain't got a nice truck, you know, we got good equipment. He ain't got a nice truck. So I like to tell the guys, don't get discouraged with the 10 weeks. And I'm gonna get y'all up here, but don't get discouraged with the 10 weeks. What is the most important thing that when a student comes to you, what's the most important thing you're trying to get through to him before? Because I know some you turn down. What is the most important thing you're trying to see?
It's got to be safety. Safety.
Because your child, my child, their grandchildren
And that could be
is
right.
out,
Yeah.
is out there.
You drive a vet too, you know? That's like a little.
Yeah. And that's why I tell
You don't wanna
people,
get smashed by
safety
something.
and fatigue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot drive fatigue. You can't drive your car with fatigue going on. You're not paying attention. You're doing this and you're looking off. On a big truck, you just cannot do the jerk motion.
No.
You can't do the jerk motion.
No, we try to teach them as many skills as possible, but focus on safety. And the hardest thing to teach is forethought. And once you get the forethought down, then the safety becomes very easy.
You know, I want to commend you on something. And no offense to you guys or ladies, but for you to get these people in these trucks that have never drove a truck, because I've talked to some of your students to say they have never drove before. That's a skill. That's a skill. Do you ever get nervous?
Yeah, I get nervous all the time.
I can look at you when I said that. I can look at you when I said that.
Where it's like, do you know how to stop this truck? That's the first thing I teach them is how to stop and make that truck safe, you know? It's,
How to go in neutral, huh?
yeah, how to go to neutral, set those brakes.
Well, so we got a half-mile oval
Yeah.
racetrack, and we teach them at least get
Yeah.
a portion of it, you know, with the shifting and stopping and so way before we get out of there.
My stepdaughter, I'm teaching her how to drive, Ashley, and I'm teaching her how to drive. And I had her driving one day, and we were just riding along, and it was deer just everywhere. And I'm sitting over there, and I'm breathing, and she goes, "It sure are a lot of deer." I said, "Yep." And we just eased along. I just knew one of them was gonna dart out, you know. And I was just sitting there, and I was just riding, and I know the God, and I was praying, but I thought about that. I said, I wonder what the instructors do when they be in position like that.
You can't describe that. I had a lady come to me and she had bought a bus, but she didn't know how to drive it.
But she bought it.
But she bought it, yes. And her husband drove the bus up. She followed him in her car, left her there with the bus. She gets out. He got out of the bus, got in the car, and drove off. So now it's do or die, right? Well, I taught her how to drive that bus, and when we went to go out on the road, I mean, it was doing some maneuvers and stopping and starting and making enough, you know, button up turns and stuff like that. But when it came time to go out on the road, you've been in my place. You come down that driveway and you come out on 431. I'm in the passenger seat. She's driving, and she looked over at me and she says, both hands are on the wheel, right? She looks over and she says, "Well, it's about to get real." and I'm like, "Oh Lord." Yeah. So you can't describe that.
You can't describe it. But I want to
But
get.
she did great. She did.
I want to get some of your students up here and meet them and let the people out there that's watching us this morning. Well, look at your sign. Look how you done changed the color up on it.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Why you didn't send in the one that you got when you drive in, the one that you had painted?
The one with the blue all the way. Well, we got different ones.
You got different ones. Okay. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with Davis Truck Driving School out of Dothan, Alabama. Give them your phone number. Just say it to them.
Okay, it's 334-405-8000. It's right there.
And we'll be right back. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is hauling lots of freight. We got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you were out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Tune in to our live broadcast Monday mornings from 8:30 to 9:30 on TC2. Do you have a business in our area or thinking of opening a business in our area? If so, let's talk about it on Truck Talk. No charge to you. That's right, no charge to you. No charge to you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama, committed to the community. Remember, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley's the money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is hauling lots of freight. We got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley's the money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is hauling lots of freight. We got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you were out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Tune in to our live broadcast Monday mornings from 8:30 to 9:30 on TC2. Do you have a business in our area or thinking of opening a business in our area? If so, let's talk about it on Truck Talk. No charge to you. That's right, no charge to you. No charge to you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama, committed to the community. Remember, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley's the money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is hauling lots of freight. We got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley's the money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders' 2020 vision for you is... We're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. The guy told me he was ready, he was coming back, and I wasn't ready. It's that shirt behind me. That's what's got me. How are y'all doing this morning? Huh? Y'all doing great. I'm gonna turn around here. Somebody grab that. All right. And I just want each one of you to give me your name and where you're from. I just want to start off with that. Give me your name and where you're from.
I'm Richard Moats from Troy, Alabama.
From Troy.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans. That's good with me.
Martavis Woodman from Dothan, Alabama.
Dothan.
Yes, sir.
Joshua Anderson from Montgomery, Alabama.
Tyler Wallace from Dothan, Alabama.
Jason Ernst, Columbia, Alabama.
Columbia.
Squire Holloway from Ozark, Alabama.
Ah.
Larry Lee from Gordon, Alabama.
Gordon, Alabama. I didn't know what it was.
Elvira Montenegro from Guatemala.
David
Wow.
from Skipperville, Alabama.
You don't miss them, do you?
Burton Jones from Brandon, Alabama.
Brandon, Alabama. Okay, one of y'all just hold the mic in case I say something to somebody that they get it. Guys, I want to tell y'all that I'm glad to have y'all here. One of the things I want to tell you is that I'm going to feed you today. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to feed you good. Tell you one of our great restaurants called Julia's. And I was telling Mr. Troy State back there said, well, I want to hear about some money. Well, let me say this about money. We make it at Wallace and good money. Good money. When I say good money, our trainers, hand me that book right there. I ain't gonna let you have a whole book, but I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna take my chances and I'm gonna turn to the first person. I usually have a good one in front, but this is she was from Mobile, Alabama. I did put her first. Jackie Thomas. That's what she made doing her training. The weeks you see her short, this week she probably had to take off. Don't worry, I'm just teasing you with this book. When you eat your lunch, I'm gonna let you hold it. I just ain't gonna let it get the past all around. I'm gonna let you hold this book. All these people went through the 10 weeks training, and then they got their own truck. That's the way you get in this book. And I change it out. You won't go in there and find nothing. Shouldn't be nothing in over 6 months old. If it is, I'm gonna get on my door. She's supposed to keep it updated for me. She's supposed to keep it updated for me. What I'm telling you is that I don't blame you. You made a good choice. You got in trucking to make money. And I would be very interested. I'm going to turn around. I'd be very interested about the money too. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have a dental plan. We have 401k. We have per diem. And I got that in that book. I'm going to explain that more to you today as the day go on. The best thing we got is freight. There's 3 things you need in trucking. You ain't gonna make it. You gotta have good equipment. You gotta have freight. And you gotta have a solid company. Anybody can go out and buy a new truck, but are you solid? When I say solid, every time those wheels on that truck run, that's why you hear me say money, money, money. Every time those wheels run, you make money. What do I mean by that? Empty or loaded. Empty or loaded, you make money. This product here, about 10 loads a day goes out of Troy. If you go home tonight and look up under your sink, you'll see some of our plastic. We're the largest plastic manufacturer in the world. Check it out. I know it's some Googlers back there. Y'all gonna be Googling that on the way. Google that. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of that. These paint cans, still a lot of people do paint. I bought 2 cans of paint the other day and I was thinking about that. And so when I say this, this is what makes the road. This lead, you haul this. This is just a miniature of what the big ball looks like. It's about that long, about that wide. When a battery comes to Troy, my saying is it's a done deal. It's a done deal. When it comes to Troy and it winds up on that Wiley Sandals lot, and I know you're smiling there, but I'm gonna tell you why it's a done deal, Mr. Auburn. This is why it's a done deal. We first take the lead out of it. We make this. We take the plastic and we make this and this. And you think, well, what about the liquid? Well, we make pearlized out the liquid. There's nothing left in that bag. That's what you call recycling the big time way. That's what you call recycling the big time way. I want to tell y'all this, and I want to make sure I say this. And I say this to every class, because I'm not afraid of what I offer. You made a good choice. And be on a truck driver. If you want to make more money, you want to get a career that you can jump on quick, not a 4-year education. Let me tell you something. If you keep drugs out your system, tickets over 15 miles an hour is murderous. It's murderous. If you got 2 tickets over 15 miles an hour, I can't even hire you. You got a DUI in the last 10 years, I can't hire you. It's hard. It's hard. Gotta take care of your license. If you take care of your license, you got a good driving record, you can go to work anywhere in this country that needs a CDL job. I just want you to go with me. But I'm not gonna sit here and say you can't get a job. You can get a job. You can get a job. I keep my CDL. I ain't going nowhere, but I just keep it. It's a security card. Wouldn't you say that, Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
It's a security card. When you still got, I know you got your instructor. It's something that you'll have forever. You may not drive a truck forever, but you'll have forever. Let me poke on these young folks a little bit. If you start now, and I can say this for me, if you start now putting in that 401k at 4%, Wiley Sanders truck line matches that 4%. Wait a minute, where did they get it from? Where did they take your 4%? From your gross pay. So think about it now, you calculators. I know some of you probably just ain't got cell phone up there with you, but y'all gonna be calculating this all day, and I'm gonna get more questions. I'm gonna be ready for you. But 4% of your gross pay, before Uncle Sam even much touches it, they gonna take 4. If you put in 4%, they gonna match that 4%. Put 2, they gonna match the 2. But why wouldn't you not put 4% if they gonna give you 4%? That's just like me reaching in my pocket and giving you money. You would take it with me. If I just reached in my pocket, oh yeah, I ain't got no money in my pocket. and just gave you money, you would take it. That's what that is. That's what that is. And I tell everybody, get in there. You know, if you started for the state, it would be 10 years before you be vested. If you started with us, it used to be 5 years. Now it's day one. You're a young man. Say if you work, my boss don't like me to illustrate it like this, because we don't, but we're strong enough that we don't think you're going to want to leave. But just say in 5 years, you decide to go, look what you'd have in 5 years if you've been putting 4% in it. Now, I always tell this story. Doug Kitchens and me is real good friends. He's the insurance guy. I'll let y'all meet him today. And I was asked, I check some of my religious. That just keeps, I'm old, so that keeps me coming in the morning time, Mr. Davis. I'll check it on Mondays. And I was doing that, and I was telling him, I'm going to up that a little bit. He said, well, they call me Hoss. He said, well, Hoss, Jesus asked for 10%. He said, so I give myself the same thing I give him. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. And you know, I'm just telling you, there's all kind of ways you can look at it. If life lives and death pass, you're going to get old. And you're going to need some money. You need some money now. And that's the easiest money to save. And I tell everybody, getting in when you first get started, that way you will be used to it. Don't start taking home that money. It ain't going to be that much. Y'all know what 4% is. They have 4% over $1,500 or $1,000 a week if you're making $1,000 a week. Just look at what 4% will be. Okay, $40. And they put 40, that's $80 a week. I knew I had a calculator back there. I was just waiting on one. I just been waiting on one. I just been waiting on one. Good average, $1,000 a week. But say if you made $1,000 before Uncle Sam took it out, took his. You know you ain't gonna take on that, but just say if you grossed $1,000. Good number, my man. So 4% of that would be 40. Sanders would turn in and put 40. That'd be $80 a week. 80 times 52, calculate. But those are some of the things I want you to bounce around in your head today while we walk around and looking at what we have. I want you to be bouncing around that. It's great to make money, but security is one of the best things. Blue Cross Blue Shield, I always tell people, if you're in an accident and you got Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the other guy ain't got Blue Cross Blue Shield, they're going to put you in the ambulance first. Believe it or not. Now, the man with the insurance, they're going to put it all on care. Some ambulance drivers may get mad with me. But when they see that card, they're going to go and get you in there. You're going to the hospital. Then you're going to get the full check over. But if I say, oh, I think I can make it, oh yeah, I think you are, guy. I guess just be careful. But the man with Blue Cross Blue Shield, he going to the hospital and get a full checkup, and I want to be checked out fully. We got a second provider too, and the insurance lady, she'll be with us at lunch, and she'll tell you some of those things. Somebody got a question for me back there? I can tell you've been looking at me and saying, hand that mic to the man with the white hat on. He got something he want to ask me, because he been standing back there. What you want to ask me?
Okay, about the freight. Is hands-on, hands-off, or what? How do they do that in a layover time?
I'm hiring you to be a driver. I don't want you unloading nothing. I don't want you picking up nothing. I don't want you picking up nothing. I don't want your back hurt. I don't want that burning on your clock. I don't want you to touch that. I want you to back up there and say, I'm Mr. Your thing, sir?
Squire Holloway.
I'm Mr. Holloway. I'm with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I have a load of cans for you. What dock you want me to get on? And then I want you to kick back and type that into your dispatcher while he gets you another load. If you lay over, they confiscate you, safety. I don't know how much, but I can tell you this: we don't sell it. Got too much freight. To make this product and to ship these products, I got to have it coming in. What did hit you somewhere before you sell? I mean, very minimum sitting time. Very minimum sitting time. Gotcha. And so you can make money here. You can make money here. Anybody else got a question? I know somebody else got it. You got one. What's your question?
Explain the hazmat part. I mean, y'all help get license, or how does that work?
We do. Now let me make this clear. See, I got to answer this question clearly, because my boss really strict on that. Let me say this to you. I will hire you without a hazmat. You do not have to have a hazmat to work for Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Let me make this real clear. But while you there, if you decide you want a hazmat, yes, we assist you with that, the background check and whatever. But don't let that stop you from coming, because you will make money still. Okay. Any other questions? I'm liking this.
Do y'all offer,
yes, Alabama's better than all. Oh, that's what you said. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Do y'all offer tuition reimbursement?
We do. Let me tell you how that works. Your tuition reimbursement is, we pay $200, I think it's $250 or $150 a month, every month, until it does two things: until we pay it out, or it exceeds $5,000. But we will give it back to you. You pay for yours out of your pocket.
Yes, sir. I'm new today, so I.
Yeah, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
When do you guys graduate? Because I may get to see y'all again, because I ain't made a trip to Dothan this month.
Some of us about, what, 3 weeks?
Okay, I'm going to come down there. I'm glad you told me that. Make sure you get with me. I want to come down there about 3 weeks. I ain't worried about Troy. I got Troy. You said I ain't engaged Troy. I ain't engaged Troy. He got that shirt. We're going to take that shirt from him if he don't come work for us. We're going to take that shirt from him. What my big man back there? You might have quiet back there.
I'm chilling home. About 4 weeks away.
About 4 weeks away. We got plenty of time. That's good. I like to bring guys, and I'm not afraid of being first. I'm not afraid of no other instructor that's coming in there on none of that volume. Because I tell everybody this here. Whatever they offer you, whatever they do, you lay it on the table. You tell them to give it to you in writing. You lay it on the table. I lay mine on the table. I like my chances. I like my chances. I lay mine down and I open the book up on it.
I've got
you know. You got one for me?
I do.
All right.
I want to know if there's any possibility that you could finish your training before the 10 weeks is up.
Now you put me on the spot when you said that. But if you're just absolutely great, and let me tell you what this runs into, and I bet this is why he's asking me this. You have some people that have been around trucks all their life. They got a concept of it and they know how to do it. They just never got their license. And all our trainers are really good. And when our trainers come in there and say, hey, you can get it and you maybe sell 8 weeks in, I'm not saying they won't. Now I say that on live TV. Now I'm gonna get all jumped on this evening about that. but I'm not saying it's impossible, but we don't like to do it. You got to be super great. Let me tell you something about that 10 weeks training. I want y'all to hear me good when I tell you this. Don't let nobody put you out there and put you in a position. Don't go to no company and ride with somebody about 3 weeks and jump out there. That's a big piece of equipment. I'm telling you now, that's a big piece of equipment. And it will hurt you. It will hurt you. It will hurt you. And I don't want you guys to, and ladies, I don't want y'all to be in that position. That 10-week training program is for your safety. The safety of other people on the road. Let me tell you something else about the trucking industry. On that nice looking hat, my man got on all the way down to his shoes. I don't know when, but sometimes it was on a truck. Everything in this room, at some time, it was on a truck. Trucking is an industry that will never die. We got people that work with us, been in factory jobs or been bosses for 30 or 40 years, and the thing closed down and they driving trucks. Trucking moves this world. I'm just glad we're a part of it. Like I said, when you go home tonight, look up on your sink and all that plastic you see was made right there. Dashboards of Chevrolets, Fords, made from our plastic.
I seen my shit in paint.
Huh?
I seen my shit in paint.
You seen your shit?
Painted for 30 years. Yeah.
You done painted for 30 years?
Yeah, painted, drywall, all of that.
Oh, okay. And you just ready to get out of that?
Yeah.
That's why.
He's ready to drive a truck.
He done told it paint and told it sheet rock. That's why he was making sure. Now look here. Do we touch this spray? If we touch this spray, I'm not coming. I'm not. I had a guy that called me the other day. He's hauling toys. He told me, I don't play with toys, and I'm ready to stop hauling them because I have to tow them all day long. He's ready to come to me. No, we just found out that we're better off getting lumpers to unload that stuff. We used to make it volunteers. The driver wanted to do it with that new. But these new DOT hours, you don't have the hours to burn up the load. So you just don't have the hours, and that sets in. If you cheat and do it, then that sets in fatigue. And it's just a bad road from there. We got a guy that's all he does is set up our trucks. When you get there, before you get there, you'll get a message on your call who's to see if it's a place that takes lumpers, or most times it's factories that unload. But if it's where you got to go and have a lumper, we already have a lumper service at all. Y'all know what a lumper is, huh? You got to unload the truck. Okay. Sometimes people don't know that kind of stuff. You be talking and they'll pull me by my coattail on the way out the door and say, hey, what's that? But I see y'all down there with us today. That's the one thing about it. I'm telling you now, this man can teach you about trucking. He can teach you about it. How did you get over here to drive a truck?
Well, I moved from California to here.
California to here.
Yeah.
Well, you can drive with us and you can go to California.
So from Guatemala to California, California over to Dothan.
Over to Dothan. Good. Yeah. Love to have you over there with us. I love to have all of you. I'm serious. I got something for you to do, and I got some guys that can train you, and I got some ladies too. Good trainers. We got some good trainers. I got some that work hard now. I hope some of them on the yard that they can eat with us. I always take my drivers when I have a class in and take them. But I'm gonna show you my facilities. I'm gonna show you what I got. He's not giving me about 2 minutes, but I know it's coming close. But I'm gonna show you what we got. I'm gonna show you what we got to offer. I'm gonna get you a good looking shirt when we get in. I'm gonna get you a good look. Thank you. I'm gonna give all y'all the pens so you can get you some scratch paper and just hand them pens around for me. And you can take notes today while you're out there. You can take notes, and I'll give all y'all one of my cards before you leave. And that way, any time during this process, Miss Davis will tell you, call me. Me and him, we used to each other. We know we don't never get each other when we call. I don't get him. He don't get me. We just play phone tag and leave messages to me.
You're it.
Yeah, you're it. I called you back, but I didn't get you. And that's the kind of relationship I like to have. I don't doubt saying this. I got a lot of schools that come, but I got some that I'm just, especially ones I go to. See, I got other recruiters too. But I call this like my school because this is where I recruit from. I get excited when you have your school, your students. You know, you land them, you get to see them again. And I check on my people. I have a policy. My boss pays for this phone. When I give you this number, if you call me or text me, I'm gonna answer. Now it may take me a while because as you can see since we've been sitting here, but I take time to sit in my office and do it. Before I go to bed at night, I finish it up. If it ain't nothing but I'll call you tomorrow. Or is it something real, you know. And communication, y'all saw the president of the company, and that's what he wants us to do, communicate with the drivers. He's real keen on that. If you be in orientation, he'll be down there that Wednesday. His name is Trace Parker. You guys just met him. He gonna come check on y'all that Wednesday. I can't bring a man to Troy, except this one, from Troy. But I can't bring you to Troy and never check on him. I bought you him. I mean, you want to see the guy that bought you him sometime or not. You want to hear me say, hey man, how you doing? Mr. Davis, anything else you want to tell them? Because I think all of them coming with us. Anything else you want to tell them before we go?
I think we covered everything.
You think we covered everything? Did you enjoy yourself?
I did enjoy
First time meeting you, hey, it was great to meet
nice
you.
meeting you.
I want to thank everybody for watching Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I had a ball, but guess what? It's just beginning. I'm going to take all these guys, show them our facilities, feed them today. They're going to like me anyway. They're going to be full. And then 3 weeks from now, they'll live in Troy because they coming to work for Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Remember, hey, next Monday we'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Hauling lots of freight, we got it. Safe equipment, we got that. Lots of quality home time and great benefits like matching your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.